Please be seated. Just a little bit of good news from overnight. Yesterday, Amina Crawford, class of 2021, earned All-American honors at the NCAA National Championship from her stellar performance in the 100-yard dash. And yesterday, Coach Dave DeGeorge was named Midwest Conference Coach of the Year for leading Beloit's talented baseball team to the Northern Division Championship, missing out on an NCAA Championship Series berth by just a hair's breadth. Congratulations to the baseball team and Dave DeGeorge. For those of you just seated, it feels so good to be here with you in person. Yet, even with the words, "be seated," I am reminded that there are many students and far more family members and friends who are unable to be here. The request to be seated is in part a reminder that they are not here with us. Some of these people, maybe many of these people, are watching via a video stream. I wonder if you would be willing to join me in the heartiest welcome we can muster to our good friends, including members of the class of 2021 around the world who wish they could be here but cannot be so. So we can't turn the cameras around, but if we welcome people loudly enough, it can get picked up on the audio. So let's try a practiced round, and I will count to 3, and you will say in your outdoor voice, "Wish you were here." You ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Wish you were here. Okay, that was like a B-. So let's stand and do it seriously this time. I know you're all capable of summa cum laude level material. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Wish you were here. Beautiful, thank you. Now you can really be seated. That was good. I think you have first place now. I begin today by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is a sacred indigenous place located within the ancestral territories of the sovereign Sac and Fox, Ho-Chunk, and Potawatomi nations as recognized by treaties between those nations and the United States of America. Recognizing and honoring Native occupancy is fitting in view of Beloit College's commitment to inclusion and anti-racism. My friends, this is the 171st commencement at Beloit College, and there has never been anything like it. The class of 2021 is uniquely deserving of this moment of unbridled, although distributed celebration, in part because their ramp to this moment has been uniquely challenging. Nevertheless, the class of 2021 has transcended those challenges, and we are here with one purpose: celebration of some of the brightest futures in the world. I hope that many, if not all of you, took advantage of the opportunity to hear our commencement speakers on Friday. Angela Russell, our latest honorary degree recipient, was brilliant and insightful, but hardly more so than Anna Kohout and Aaron Gallagher, our 2 student speakers. If you missed it, it was recorded, and you can watch it by following a link on it to the college's homepage. You will find their remarks, I am certain, well worth the time. In fact, we have some luminaries with us right this moment. In front of me is Arissa Harris. Arissa, I wonder if you'd stand and be acknowledged. Arissa is one of our terrific senior class officers who've been responsible for so much that has gone so well this weekend. In fact, pretty sure Arissa may even be responsible for the weather that we are enjoying. Thank you so much, Arissa, for your part in making this weekend special. Arissa also delivered a rock star speech at Friday's Black Student Commencement in celebration of Black student excellence, and she has been a part of every organization any human being could be a part of over her last 4 years. I am confident there are at least 4 Arissas. Thank you, Arissa, so much. Also with us is Superior Murphy. Superior was the recipient of the Martha Peterson Prize awarded yesterday at yesterday's ceremonies. Superior, would you come up for a second? So I will be slightly muffled for a moment. So on Friday, Superior and I were in different places, but this really is the Martha Peterson Award, and I wanted to take this opportunity to give it to the magical Superior Murphy in person. So, Superior. I should also mention Superior was also a senior class officer with Arissa. And none of what I can say up here does justice to the contributions of these 2 dear friends of mine, superstars for the college. To really do them justice would take much, much longer, but thanks to both Superior and Arissa. It is a great day to be a Beloit College graduate, and that is the defining moment of today. Today is your commencement. Parents, you have spawned a college graduate. For the next few minutes, I'm going to directly address parental concerns that their basements will be forever occupied by a recent college graduate. Few things, in fact, are further from the truth. You can confidently put a for rent advertisement for your basement on Verbo pretty much any time you want. About every 10 years, another pretty well publicized study comes out that breathlessly reveals that your future career success, not just measured by dollars, is really highly correlated with skills learned at schools like Beloit, and, importantly, does not depend at all on what major you chose. I am old enough to have seen a lengthy sequence of these. We have among us right now members of the class of 2021 who are proudly chemistry or biochemistry majors. Would all of the chemistry majors in all of its multiple forms please stand for a moment? Thank you. Thank you. You can go back to your sitting. Of course, many of you will take up residence in a lab right away before going on to a master's or a PhD program in the natural sciences, and others will just go to grad school immediately. You will land in many places, from colleges and universities to private research labs to government labs to think tanks. 3 miles away is Cary Foods, which boasts hundreds of chemists. And it is striking to me how many chemists have an entrepreneurial flair and go it alone. There are here literary studies majors among the class of 2021. Would you please stand? Thank you. Your skills with narrative development will be unmatched going forward and will be among the most prized across all organizations. Furthermore, your close reading skills will make you an insight-producing machine that will be the envy of all the workplace. And lastly, you have learned to find humor in all sorts of nooks and crannies, and you can use it to the smartest advantage, a huge advantage indeed. Thank you so much to our literary studies majors. And then there are the vaunted political science majors with us today. Can you please stand? You traverse the grayness between the humanities and the social sciences as well as anyone. That is an enormous asset for organizations whose ability to thrive depends on navigating exactly that terrain. Structures of power and hierarchy and how to use them or dismantle them are essential questions for all institutions. Thank you so much. Would our theater and dance majors please stand? Beyond students that major in theater and dance, so many students from other majors have gained hugely valuable experiences that will serve them well in our theater and dance programs. Performative arts require massive courage, vulnerability, and creativity, all skills with transcendent importance. While we often praise entrepreneurs for their risk management, the act of performing develops those skills, in my opinion, even more powerfully. Additionally, the ability to learn how to communicate with meaning without language is a true asset. Thank you so much. In our midst are philosophy majors. Would they please stand? The care and attention you have learned to give to foundational ideas, to poke and prod and probe key concepts will sharpen the thinking and the decision-making of all around you, and that matters. The discipline of logic is poorly employed all the time to the detriment of organizations the world over. I was at Epic Software not too long ago with 3 Beloit grads, all high-level executives, and all philosophy majors, all having risen to the highest ranks in one of the great software companies in America, well ahead of their computer science majors. Thank you so much for what you've accomplished. And there are the all-important art history majors among us. Would you please stand? Your skills at observation are so valuable to any institution. That may seem obvious, but the inability for people to see what is in front of them, physically and otherwise, is ubiquitous. You see things that the rest of us look past all the time, and that is critical to the success of any entity. You also have learned to curate objects and make them meaningful to others. These skills translate into curations of many forms in all organizations, even if they do not use this language. Congratulations. And I guarantee that many of you will surprise me with completely new ways your majors at Beloit find genuine meaning and value as you traverse your bright, bright futures. But now comes the really important piece. The specific content of specific majors, while important, will have a surprisingly short half-life. The most important thing you've gotten at Beloit has been developed in nearly all your courses and many of your other experiences while at Beloit, within your majors and without. Of the skills you will draw on endlessly are your abilities to communicate in writing, orally, through multiple media, to myriad audiences. Every time you do it well, you will be a hero. A close second is your ability to work synergistically with other people to help draw out their strengths, to take advantage of their different experiences, their ways of knowing, their ways of generating meaning, to play a central role in getting more from the whole than the sum of the parts, a lot more, puts you in rare company. Third, you have had many opportunities to grapple with thorny, authentic, unscripted problems. They test your creativity. They require that you figure out when best to simplify at times and when to complicate at other times. Practice judgment is essential, and constantly testing and checking and questioning takes on an outsized role. Doing this well is hard and requires exactly the practice you have gotten. Honing these skills matters a lot. And last, you've been asked over and over to pivot in your thinking in a heartbeat, to develop new skills on the fly and apply them to brand new situations, to learn anew and confront change with courage and optimism. There are few qualities more undervalued in higher education than intellectual agility. At Beloit, we try to privilege it where we are intentional about its development. These are all quintessentially human skills. In an increasingly technological world, these quintessentially human skills will be increasingly important. There's not a close second. They will transcend specific content and value over time by orders of magnitude. The real life of your education is far less about the content connected to your major and far more about the ways you have morphed into a glorious tapestry of human skills and habits of mind that have been woven together from the entirety of your 4 years at Beloit College. This is one seriously complicated world, and getting more and more complicated every moment. The pace of change is accelerating and is hugely disorienting. Our aspiration over your 4 years at Beloit has been to prepare you to live a life of purposeful consequence. A significant piece of this is that you are poised for a career with meaning and gravitas, but you are also a citizen of your community, your country, and this world. And this matters a ton. Exactly the suite of skills I've talked about are those that will be essential to your effectiveness at being a meaningful, impactful, and ethical partner with others in lots and lots of different communities you will be a part of. You will be among the most human among other humans. And right now, that seems so deeply consequential and substantive to me. It is where my hope and optimism reside. And you will also be a family member and a friend. Indeed, many of your lifelong friends are graduating with you this weekend. One of the important reasons I believe why it is so important for the college experience to be the residential experience is to develop and hone your understanding and appreciation for what it means to be a kind and caring friend and family member. This is also a seriously big honking deal. It is why we, as a college, were so committed to having an on-campus experience this year. All of this is by way of saying that you are ready to commence. You will be the reason why 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, pretty well publicized studies will appear that breathlessly will have discovered that it makes no difference what you majored in as a predictor of your career success. But what will be missing from these studies is that you will have made a difference, a human difference, in so many other areas of your life that will be just as important to you and to others. Friday, Erin Gallagher, in her address to her classmates, provided an unbelievable advertisement for what the 10th year reunion of this class might look like based on her detailed knowledge of her classmates, you. And it is one truly spectacular vision. What an exciting time to commence. Join me in congratulating the class of 2021. So let me turn to the important business of conferring upon you your degrees. Would the class please rise? All right. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I bring greetings to each of you. On behalf of Richard M. Nemec, Chair of the Board of Trustees, I present the Board's Statement of Authorization for the granting of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees at today's exercises. I am pleased to extend best wishes and congratulations to all members of the class of 2021 and to their families and friends from the Board of Trustees. It is my pleasure to inform you that the Board of Trustees has authorized the awarding of appropriate degrees at this year's commencement exercises to all such candidates as have been certified by the registrar and approved by the faculty. In accordance with these actions, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Beloit College, I, President Scott Bierman, confer these awards pursuant to the legal authority vested in the Board of Trustees under the charter granted by the legislature of the Territory of Wisconsin on February 2nd, Groundhog's Day, 1846, 2 years before Wisconsin became a state. Congratulations. Okay, you can sit down again for like a minute. Now, I'm about to ask Provost Eric Boynton to initiate the process that will include your celebratory moments on the stage. After your name is called and you walk across the stage and are presented with your diploma case by me, you will stop to have your picture taken and then be offered a champagne flute. That flute and the liquid inside of it is destined for a toast after all the graduates here have received their diploma cases. It is not destined for you to gulp it down on the spot. In other words, you should not drink the champagne until we get to the end of the toast. Patience is a virtue, and you need to be virtuous. Right, philosophy majors? Say this with me. I will not drink my champagne until we get to the celebratory toast. I will not drink my champagne until we get to the celebratory toast. I think maybe 3 of you actually said that. Okay, Dean Boynton, are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Eric Boynton, Provost and Dean of the College, will you now please present the candidates for degrees?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. A candidate who attains the highest scholastic standing during 4 years of work at Beloit College is selected to represent the group and to receive a hood in recognition of this achievement. By action of the appropriate authorities and with the approval of the faculty and the Board of Trustees, the candidate so chosen to represent the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts at this 171st commencement exercise is Lauren Rachel Wolf. From Sutherland, Pennsylvania, whose degree is awarded summa cum laude, and the candidate so chosen to represent the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science at this 171st commencement exercise is Fabian Dos Vardas. From Erie, Colorado, whose degree is awarded summa cum laude. Candidates, please stand and be recognized. Will the candidates please commence to coming forward? Michaela Marie Babcock, cum laude. Lincoln Michelle Budassi, magna cum laude. Griffin Cassidy Cross, magna cum laude, departmental honors, creative writing. Fabian Dosvardis, summa cum laude, departmental honors, chemistry. Sarah Rose Kaufman Ezel, magna cum laude. Joel Thomas Feliski, magna cum laude. Caitlin Suzanne Frey. Adanya Noel Gilmore, cum laude, departmental honors, theater and dance. Arissa Danielle Harris, magna cum laude, departmental honors, political science, departmental honors, sociology. Matthew Henning. Adrian Ellis Hughes, cum laude. Stacy Ann Yeager, summa cum laude, departmental honors, theater and dance. Mackenzie Ann Johnson. Emily Ann Kratz, summa cum laude, departmental honors, political science. Gabia Lascanita, magna cum laude, departmental honors, biochemistry. Logan Alexander Long. Nathan Daniel Marklin, magna cum laude, departmental honors, philosophy. Brenda Martinez Flores, departmental honors, biochemistry. Megan Ann McCarthy, summa cum laude. Evangeline Lucia McFarland. Alyssa Megan Morris, summa cum laude, departmental honors, biochemistry. Superior Murphy, magna cum laude, departmental honors, political science. Namwali Nachula Dalama, cum laude. Robert Corbin Odom. Rosie Angele Pasqualini. Nicholas James Pollock. Dakota R. Roloffs. Jackson McKay Rogers. Maha Kruger Sabah. Tristan Ray Shoup. Jacob Sligger. Carly May Sutherland, cum laude. Kelwin Lee Tippins. Gabrielle Marie Wagner, summa cum laude. Sydney Elliott Wallace, cum laude. Lauren Rachel Wolf, summa cum laude, Departmental Honors History.
Since the start of the pandemic, I've been starting my drinking around noontime. Just kidding. It's a tradition at Beloit College for seniors to gather at the President's house at the start of the academic year for a toast to their senior year. Alas, that was one of the casualties from the pandemic. As Melody and I were walking campus the other day, we came across Arissa Harris and David Morris, who were saying that they missed having had that opportunity. When we got home, Melody said, "What about having a senior toast at commencement?" Yes. So here we are. So class of 2021, grab your glasses and stand on up. I'm going to offer a toast. So as I conclude this toast, and you have a drink to your futures, you should feel free to toss your gloriously adorned hats enthusiastically into the air. So you're going to get a twofer out of this deal. So get ready. All right. So I love Beloit College, and I love Beloit College because of you. You animate and make real the mission of the college, the glorious first sentence of which traces an arc from your lives as students to your futures as alumni. Beloit College engages the intelligence, imagination, and curiosity of its students, empowering them to lead fulfilling lives marked by high achievement, personal responsibility, and public contribution in a diverse society. You are Beloiters through and through, and you have made Beloit College your college, and for that, we are better. Just as you will go forward from this moment to work your wonderfully honed magic on a world that eagerly awaits you, even if it does not quite know how much it needs you. On behalf of your families and friends, the 400 faculty and staff at Beloit, and 17,000 living Beloit alumni, we could not be more proud of you, what you have accomplished at Beloit College as students, and your exciting futures as Beloit College alumni. You give us hope. Turtles, all the way down. It is my honor to present to you, my friends, the class of 2021. Cheers to you. Okay, now you can toss your hats in the air. 1, 2, 3, yay! And now there can be a true standing ovation for the class of 2021 from the rest of us. Well done. Hopefully you didn't mess up all the beautiful decorations. Okay, everybody can sit down again. None of this would have happened were it not for the fine tutelage of your parents and friends. The fine quality of their good efforts are evidenced right in front of me. As much as this day is about you, class of 2021, you would not have gotten to this point were it not for your families. Please join me in thanking our newly minted parents and families of a Beloit College graduate. Now reflect on your experiences with the faculty and staff that are with you in spirit today. If you asked any one of them what it is that keeps them working at Beloit College, they would answer without any hesitation that it is you. Your success is their success. Please join me now in thanking the staff and faculty of Beloit College. It takes an army of Beloiters to make this commencement as special as it is. Among those who have made this possible include our peerless staff in housekeeping and grounds and security and maintenance and student affairs and communications and marketing and food service and alumni relations, and the list goes on and on. But they are all orchestrated by the stunningly talented and generous Erica Daniels. Would you please join me in thanking all of these inspiring colleagues, including Erica Daniels. Let me return to where the ceremony began, a celebration of you and your future. Aaron Chapin, the college's first president, said of the early alumni of the college something that I and future presidents will be able to say about you. Alma Mater looks fondly on your faces. Her heart swells with worthy pride as she reviews the lives you have been living since you went from her charge, and she borrows the honors you have won and wears them as jewels for her adornment today. Your presence fills her heart with gladness and her face with smiles. The values of this college are embodied in my friends in front of me right now. The class of 2021, parents and family members, you are going to want to immediately run and congratulate your recent graduate as fast as possible. If you do that, we are going to become a jumble of humanity, and all of us will be frustrated. Instead, the students will follow the college marshal, Provost Boynton, and me through all of you, and we'll end up on the west side of the library. There, I will release these newly commenced Beloit College alumni to your loving embrace. Until we have made our way through all of you, be patient and stay where you are. Once we have cleared all of you, you can make a beeline towards the library where family and friend celebrations can begin. There are boxed refreshments available also there. I now invite the class to stand and follow the platform party out in the recessional. And one last time, we will try not to lead you astray. Thank you for celebrating this great day with all of us at Beloit College. Stay safe. Enjoy a safe Memorial Day weekend. Thank you for being here.
you.